Every love story is different, but what makes them last? Let's ask the experts, real couples. Welcome to Love Unfiltered, where we dive deep into what makes love last. I believe unfiltered conversations about love are important because too many people expect love to be effortless, like what they see online. The truth is, love isn't a fairy tale, and social media has people chasing perfection that doesn't really exist. Love takes a lot of hard work. Yes, it takes hard work. It takes the good, the bad, and the growth to make it work. So, this is Love Unfiltered, and I'm pretty much sure you will enjoy what we have in store for you on this episode. They say love conquers all, but does it really? This couple that I'm about to bring on set, they have went through trials that would have ended most relationships. Without further ado, I would like to welcome a couple whose love story is a testament of growth. He's a dedicated police officer, bravely sharing his past mistakes and how he has grown into a better person. Beside him is a woman who'd never give up on their love. Let's welcome Mr. and Mrs. Munsami. Welcome to Love Inspired.
Thank you. It's a pleasure being here so that we can share our story to give confidence to couple out there that who is struggling to move forward.
I am super proud of you guys. So, Mr. Munsami, so we can have the unfiltered truth and feel the unfiltered truth. Can we just take off the shades? Mrs. Munsami, why you got my hiding face?
Always him. Always have on that shades.
Okay, good. Okay, to kick off this interview, could you please tell me how you met?
It was my first job. And that's at Keishar's. That was I think was 2004, 2005. And I saw this. I can't say he was handsome then because it's like Mickey handsome. You know, he grew into it. But he used to dress well.
Okay.
And when I say well. And that's why I used to admire him. Those times he had flat hair. Okay. I used to see the little double on this side here always neat. Clothes was neat. And always come when I used to be right at the counter where you have to sign in. And you come and you would borrow him a pen every minute. Okay. Let me a pen. You know? And from there on, he always he talking. So it's basically on my first job, that's at Keisha's, and that's where I met him.
Okay, so he was working at Keisha.
Yes, he was working there before me.
Okay, so this woman had your eye on you long. She had your eye on you before, or you had your eye as well?
I don't know. I might do well dressed.
I don't recall. I see him 2004 between October and I think I was in October, right?
Wow, we can remember the month.
Yes.
Amazing. Cheers. At that.
Yes.
We can remember the month.
Yes. Take a flip to that.
Yeah, as I was saying, I
Okay.
think there was both of our force. Because I do a lot of work before that.
Okay.
Prior to that, right? Everybody was working the fourth floor. She was my grandma floor. I ended up in a little fight. I get a chance out there to go for. I couldn't tell everyone me virgin. I mean, at the time I was just people girl cheering as the thing. You understand? I said it, I tell you, there's a proper little thing in the world. So I'm like, I said, I gotta get your number, and then they started showing me why to me, but then, mind you, at that time, both of us was in my friend and girlfriend relationship with somebody at school, my school girlfriend.
Interesting.
Right? Yeah.
She however, doesn't say better, almost well. I mean,
So you take away the black hair.
I'm not gonna say I pay a price, but I mean, I'm not at liberty, so speak about it.
Yeah.
It's a why we would have already crossed that bridge.
It's all good. Yes.
All right. So it's about how we met at Keisha.
Yeah.
Is this she?
So what's the first thing? Who made the first move? But who made the first move?
Sometimes I take my little more, fat. As we were saying, guys, it's not fat forward shit. They kind of this my lord.
Yeah, you used to get lunch and everything.
I mean, she impressed me in a way whereby it wasn't a girl when you was one this, one that. There was a big,
In the beginning.
progression of where I had shot. And not even run till when a giant army too, we can't know it one time we collect your base. They can just get a position. I was like, God, please give them all of it. Baby, give you $2,000. So she would never this type of one.
So the majority of money she gives to your mom.
Yeah, baby, give you $2,000.
Yes.
Wow.
So, I mean, there's a big impression for me today. And there was this what you are, the person, but as I said, I don't support or she.
So after you told your friend this is a nice little thing, but both of you guys were young people, what little thing you talking
It's just a slum.
Yeah, this guy knows slang.
This is a nice little thing. You made your move, you started the fat small,
That's like that.
Yes.
and it worked. Because she actually, divine connection, because she was actually interested in you as well. Just want to thank my sponsors, Modern Optical Services. Remember, they are the best when it comes to eye care in Guyana. They are the eye care professionals. Remember, they are located at 316 Middle Street. The number is 226-1082. If you think you need to get your eyes checked, make sure to go check out Modern Optical Services. And you can say that you saw this on Love Unfiltered, TLC's Love Unfiltered. It's also sponsored by Lionel's Extra Virgin Coconut Oil products. They have body scrubs, they have extra virgin coconut oil, and really good organic hair scalding. What was the relationship like in the beginning?
In the beginning, for me, well, like he said, after the altercation with, we both had been dealing with a partner, whatever it happened, and then it passed, and we get together. In the beginning, it was love. Like, we couldn't get enough with each other. We don't want to stay away from each other. Like,
Report for sick. Report for sick at duty and them thing out there, It's just mood.
right.
I know.
Like my phone. That time was not like we used to be with. Like everybody focus on no certain time. This is the time when they get caught. Get up on the phone hours, second. In the beginning, it was love. It was that connection in the beginning. Until they say one girl is get steal. And then, but in the beginning, but it was love. It was love. It was the attraction, the affection, everything was there in the beginning. For me, it was real nice. It was real nice.
What was your experience and the feeling in the beginning?
As like you said, it was really love. I could recall it one time when I was a young soldier. I have sent one to people at teaching on this. First to be home.
Yes.
It was when we first started doing my mother.
Yes.
And I mean, after this shoe, I call them starting it. So
The first daughter. Yes.
it was love, as she said. I mean, no, it's still love, but and I'm no, that's something fresh.
Fresh love.
It's like a squad. Yeah.
Of course. All right. Can you recall the first major challenge that we faced?
How many girls saw this at me? That at least so
Take it to the
first being a child to say we face it our relationship with the beginning courting, all right? It's like always in.
Yeah.
Yeah, understand. Everybody
Morning. Back up.
we after that back and forth. I had my mother lad, my mother sister lad was real tedious in terms of they must got a young baby, but yeah, we is going and we here.
I was from the state, I young people, you're working on the day.
You get that small amount of desire to like, I got to eat the food and I got to study rent.
Or you said you really can't afford.
I'm right, the second day with me come see me to different things. Yeah, you laugh, might say, come and live with them. A different day, mother might say, come and live with me at the same.
Yeah.
Well, after a couple of weeks, a different scenario.
I think that's something that fastly happens,
Yes.
you know, in situations like that.
This is, I said that was the biggest challenge for
First challenge. Yeah, first major challenge.
us made the challenge in our team.
Yes.
But you guys made it work.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because even if you make it do it with no one coming, so if you make it do it's up to you.
Yeah.
Right? So I get to learn to understand that, you know what? Be content with the little that you have, and then you're going to see how we're going to grow into more.
Of course.
So I make what I have to do, and I don't complain about it. That I know there's bigger door or
Okay, so in the beginning, all was well. The first major challenge that you faced was housing as young people, you know, working on a monthly salary and trying to make it stretch with a young baby. All right, so let's move on to the little controversial side of things. Tell us the moment things started to fall apart.
for me,
I don't know.
after we, like he said, we went through with the housing and so,
Yes.
and at the last round, we ended up having to move back with my mother.
Uh-huh.
And then we were so frustrated. I was on my second pregnancy. We didn't know what to do. We say, you know what? I say, you know what, babes, reading is from back on Monday. Then we try it. Then I try and say, babes, you know what? We could just go bail. I know thing of landlord theater. And then, oops, somebody called. They're ready to build our home.
Right. Okay.
So fast forward, we move in and everything and so on. To me, the first major challenges with my husband, he had a specific group of friends that he used to line with at the shop. So you remember now, we get home, we know he got to walk all day, and he's coming back this specific. We excited for this last coming this time when I don't get the baby and what's
Yeah, now move into this new house. Yeah.
so he had this thing that he used to do. Oh, he didn't even come inside and bring to me. He got over by the shop. You know, it's not far from us. It's like right in the street, but still. I'm saying that, babes. So more reach your family in there to go. You know? And the thing that hurt me a time that when he came on, I think that is when we used to get a lot of argument because I mean, never used to see what we see and he see it his way. Yeah. Right? And he used to put it around the daddy, and he never in the shop, you know, just drinking, you know. I mean, I drink and drunk, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
It's just like man. Right. It's just like right? And he was so very sharp and they was so hard you could see where you're cheering them, come on, bring them, kiss them up that hard too. You know, don't get me wrong, it's not that he's not family man.
Yeah, I think you understand.
Right, but and I think talking to greet your family first and then you can what, you know, how he drinks and so that was me. And then when he come home, remember at that time he was before he is this calm person, he was way iron of it. You couldn't get over nothing to him. Be able to give this person now.
So you were trying to let him know, well, baby, this is up to
Yes.
But for me, like, I feel like no one is wrong. It's just that you're both probably not taking the time to listen to each other. Because when he's acting like that, it could be that there's something that's stressful.
Yes. I didn't know he had a stressful day at work. Who's the best person to relate and relax and unwind? Your wife. That's what I'm there for. And sit and say, babes, this stressed me out today and this is what we had working. But you know what? Just going to buy some bread shop and take it to what we understand. But like I said, that was before. That was the first thing. And we used to do like when he never used to understand.
What is it? Married people, because there's a saying that when you're married, it makes it even better if you have married people friends. Remember, like I said, before then, he wasn't this person, like really this person. He is now wiser. Of course, that's what
you know, because the quality of people that he's lining with now, you wouldn't catch him lining with them.
Because he doesn't want distraction.
So these people don't have a lot to learn in terms of business-wise, how to do this, how to do that. You understand different things. So that was the first little challenge. And every day, like, used to be a simple brewing, a simple argument, dragging out to 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, a month. We know what lying on the same bed, turn, nobody talking to nobody. That we had those days. You understand? But the fact that what I always say, even if we get argument, I don't want you to leave my house. You stay home. At least I see you coming home. I know you are here, you're coming home.
As any wife and
Right, I had challenges where my husband used to just pack and leave.
Yeah.
Like that. But you know what? I say, no. And when you come back,
Yeah. So I
it's
think
capturing.
understand and that's good. You always hold it down. You hold down the fort until
Yes.
he, pulled himself together. And I'm like super proud of you. You saw the potential in this
Yes.
man and
Yes.
you hold on until he became that person that
Because
he can be.
here are the good flaws about him. Great provider, never let me laugh.
And I'm
Super involved in his children, schooling, even when he was pregnant. He never he playing they all over.
but just like he coming home, he started coming home
Sliming,
drinking.
the sliming, hey, you know.
Yeah.
But
Those were the challenges.
those were the
Then he
challenges.
would move out and then come again. Guess what's happening? Do you have anything to add to that?
Necessarily, I would just say it's clear cut. And the when I should say your ways and out. And in the beginning, the kind of friends where I had just to line up the way about and then the see I something is all in there. You understand?
Understanding.
I would advise you on, but your way there I go now. I mean, I'm listed now. If I let me buy, I'm away, come as a car, I'm on no line that work. Why is it done?
And,
And this out of it.
so those were some of the most challenging comments you've had.
Yes.
So what was the hardest thing to forgive your husband for?
Lying. That was the hardest thing, lying.
Yeah.
I would say, for me, I would like a person to come and you tell me the truth. So when anybody come and tell me, I don't know. I know how to talk back. You understand?
Understand.
And there's some times that I know my husband lying. I see lying, but it's must still in your face lying, right?
Yeah.
But and the tears have come. The tears come when he lying. The tears come when he lying. Right, but I don't like lying. And we went through a lot of things when he been unfaithful.
Fidelity in your mind.
Yes, a lot. The man was a sugar daddy, sugar man. And
But this man even reached a dinner party yet and he's a sugar daddy.
like a sugar daddy. The man had like he called them little food, whatever. And it does never be 1 or 2, 3, 4.
His wife called him a sugar daddy.
Probably
The man was a sweet man. Yes, I never give up. I ride the star. I ride wave. There are many a time that you wanted to give up on the marriage, on him. But when you look back at the important things that he does first, probably never let me laugh. We always enforces certain things and so on, You just try to say, oh man, you can change sometime, So you ride the storm. I'm very here to do.
But that's what I was just gonna ask you, like what made you stay, even though this causes so much stress and so you just said that he was a good provider. But apart from a good provider, Andrea, me and you both know when a woman don't want a man, she don't care what you doing. She back it up along. What really did make you stay? Was it just about the providing?
No. First, I have genuine love for my husband. And don't care how we abuse or fight, cuss, roll. It's like when I see my husband, let's just forget about him.
So
I love my husband, right? And I know he's a good person and I know the potential that I used to see in him, right? And then after, I used to be this person. Don't get me wrong, because I wasn't no easy person. If he tell me A, I can tell him till to Z. So it take 2 to add what did you so carry on. And, if he tell me this, I want to show you that I could tell you, but I'm going to understand. And the time that I was so passionate, said, this didn't make no sense because when I go back and forth with him, he can think, well, you go, what this is a him.
yeah.
I say, you know what, I can give a shot no. Lip lock as they say. You do say lip lock, silent But if he make a point that I know that he lied on me, I just say, well, it's not so, and I'm done with it.
Yeah.
And then I That is a friend in church, and she said, you know what, come out to church, try something different, you know? So I ended up going out to church and so on, and, you know, from there on, I say, you know what, I got it into the function. Like me being home and just being obedient and see where it goes. See, if he really wants his family, he will find his way.
What do you mean when you said be obedient? Obedient to Christ or obedient to your husband?
Both.
Okay.
Obedient to Christ and my husband. Because my husband is
Even
here.
though he was in his wrong.
Always obedient. He's here. Always.
So she was obedient even when you were doing wrong things. Would say that's
What in a sense whereby I know I was coming from the dark male towards flash house well kept. So I would say definitely she would be obedient. I mean, yeah, that was in my whole male.
Right. That's to be right.
So
well, I'm happy that you actually got to your senses before, you know, some men wait till in the 60s,
Yeah.
50s, and that age before, you know,
Yeah.
not in their young self. So understand that family is it.
Right.
If you're married, if you love the Bible says if you love your wife like Christ loved the church, nothing good he will withhold from birth. Right? I'm quoting the Bible all the time.
Right.
But and I can clearly see you guys look fresh, you guys look new. I've seen some of your old pictures, you know, while you guys were going through it, and
Yeah.
that's a little
Yeah.
if y'all just started right. So I am proud of you both. So do you have anything to add to something to what your wife said?
yeah, I used to just stay because she knows she got. I understand, man. Likewise, I keep coming one because I know what I am. You understand?
Yeah. And you found nothing that's out there.
Exactly. We don't run around there in this family. Somehow, what is this? You understand, man?
Yeah.
You know, it's not something I'm proud of. Don't get me wrong. You understand? We're aware the truth. And so, to whoever might watch it, if it probably, women out there and won't be that I like to them and think just to get victory. Just to get with them out of it.
Yes.
My own apology to them, saying what you want.
Yeah.
What it is.
But you never left your wife long and you kept going back. So Mrs. Munsami, what? Even though this man is causing so much pain, apart from going to church, how did you handle it? What is some because you know, let's get real, right? When it posted the little promo information that you guys are going to be coming on this show, a young lady messaged me. 2 young ladies messaged me, and they were asking me, I would really like to talk to this person. I'm really gonna make sure that I tune into this show because right now I'm going through the same challenges with my husband, and I really want to know like what this woman did. She specifically wanted to talk to you. Like what you did to make your relationship last and bring your husband to what you want him to be or what you need him to be for the family. So I'm gonna ask you, what are some of the things you did, you know, apart from going to church? What are some of the things that you did to keep a sane mind, to be in the best frame of mind for the household and for the children? Can you give us a little bit more insight about that?
Okay, for me, it wasn't easy. There was some time that you tell yourself, like, you just want to give up, right?
Yeah.
Remember, I came from a home where my father was present, like he's really present.
Yeah.
And there are some things that I look back at my childhood and in my home and I said, this can be for my children. They need to know what both parents is, the love of both parents. Both parents need to be there. They need to see, well, we've seen them going from stage to stage,
Yeah.
you know. And I started working a little harder, pray a little harder. You understand? I never, like, went out. I used to be home with the children. If the children, it was me and them going out. You understand? But I never give up on my husband. I always say, you know what? He's going to come. I started praying more for him. You know, I continue doing the things like he said that I supposed to do as a wife. I never stopped. like cooking, cleaning, washing. I never stop,
Even though you know or speaking
Yeah.
Ghana.
in certain ways. I like, if I'm seeing an argument coming my way, I avoid it.
Okay.
I start to understand my husband, even though he would, the one who created the scene. I remember back then, he was that. Let me go say, he have a problem that he's working on. I can see changes right now.
Beautiful.
And I used to try avoid these things. If I know, well, oh, he come home, he's doing this glass here, I used to move this glass. If I know what he wants, he bed, make up this bed. I start doing things that I know, understand, take time to understand what he don't like and what make him angry. And try not to make him angry, whereby I don't argue with him, because it takes two to argue while you're never done. Don't ever give up. If you can see the potential in your partner,
Yeah.
you understand, don't give up. Keep fighting. They had a time that I used to even call my pastor and, sit and talk, and he would give me advice.
Yeah.
His wife, Sister Melissa, she would be like, sis, don't give up, just pray.
Yes.
If he really wants to stand, he of itself will make his way back. You don't ever give up. You don't argue. You just continue doing what you're supposed to do as a wife.
So, Mr. and Mrs. Munsami, what kind of changes, of course, you're not the same man you used to be, but what kind of changes have you made in terms of keeping the peace and growing in love with each other? Have you been to therapy? Are you going to church together? What kind of changes?
Okay. Well, we started like sharing our do's and don'ts, likes and dislikes, what bother us. You understand? And try to see how we can work towards that.
Yes.
We started talking more and trying to be calm about it. Well, instead of getting the big altercation, we started like labeling, well, this is what affect me. This is what I don't like.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't say his part and I say my part, and I guess he will try not to do that. You understand? Also, we did some counseling. Yeah, we did some counseling with our pastor. We did some counseling a lot, like 3-4 sessions. We did that, and that helps a lot because it was real tedious in certain ways, but let me say, talking helps a lot. Talking about certain things helps a lot. But what I get to understand is that not just talking, like my sister always said, you find your right moment when to bring over this conversation. You can't talk certain things when you know this person
Enough move.
right. If you're lying in bed and you're gaffing down there and say, well, what, babes, this is work. This is what I did.
You don't bring yourself.
No, you don't just around for
I learned that as well.
right?
That's
Yeah, the day, man, rubby head, man, I don't like it. Just happy. Like, I did not do that. So you got to find a nice way, maybe in a nice situation to bring over what bothers you. You understand? And it works. It do work.
That's what you would say to young ladies.
Yes.
Don't go to the problem when the problem is not.
No, never go to problem when the problem is hard. You wait. I know some ladies out there, they're very arrogant too,
Yes, yes.
But you got to let it die down. Give it a day or two. Wait when it set the mood. Wait till the mood is right, and then you bring up, this is what bothered me, and so on. Because if you go to a person, how you approach somebody, that is how they respond to you.
Yes, and it depends on your tone.
Exactly.
Yes, so maybe you feel
That works. Talking things over. Don't even gonna talk from this month, next week. You keep talking. The person will get it. They will understand me. And that works to me. It's a phone. Because even to now, I was waiting, come and I said, don't I listen.
Yes.
It's all right. To work it out.
And he says it in the morning. He says,
Yes, very attentive, And and I realized, like I said, out of the tone, he's trying to see, he's working on it. He's working on himself really.
Because he realized after the infidelity stages, all these little chicks that he lays at, he realized, like, what is life all about? But it's true though, couple, right?
Yeah.
What is life all about? Life is all about family.
Yes, exactly.
If you don't have,
Exactly.
if you don't choose to that, if you don't have a family, like what you working for? Come
So that's the wake after the girl.
Yes, it's all about family.
So this question goes specifically to you, Mr. Moksani. At the time you were, playing around when you out some working and these kind of things, and your wife she was really hurting from what you just heard her, told her side of things. At that time, did you realize or understand the pain you were causing to your wife, and did you have to take a step back to realize it? Because sometimes when you're in things, you don't realize what's really going on. But did you realize at that time you were really hurting your wife, you were hurting your family, and did you have to take a step back to realize it?
Well, at that time, to be honest, as men, I didn't care, to be honest. But I got right. I didn't care at all. We fear. And I much as I should think about me and the sound. Well, I stand for rest. That's the last situation that we had. I bring me to my senses that said.
What was the last situation?
Last situation basically with I may have contributed toward that last situation. Where I already forced me upon players hope they understand me. As a size of main contribution that me and Lord out of his arms, and I even commented, and however, I feel the Lord more way me. Yes,
Wow.
my life be able to fly out till he didn't think that I should call me, as she was in tears, and it really hurt me, whatever. Really hurt me, and she was in tears. And at some point, the time that you want to know, so I text me, said, Daddy, 100 and I tell you, it is off, so.
First of all, that would excuse him.
There, and we had, the shame, the embarrassment, and all that, you go off thing, wanted to go back, but they had the courage to go.
To face your wife.
So, right? So, as I said, you go, I realized that though it was all I know, I said, just me more.
So that was the last major situation that made you realize that you're really also doing it now, really need to stop.
Yeah.
What was going through your mind at that time? After the scenario whereby the person you were involved in, while you were away in the interior at work, posted you up on social media and your wife called you by tears and she was really working. And that's when you really realized that, hey, this is the deepest and I can't do this no more to my wife, to my family.
The point the time we know a guy out of the end area, being very first time, first thing she became like this happening all the time.
Yeah.
Stop everything. I can be honest, there is actually major thing for the time that I run in together out.
14. But the infidelity was all the time. You always had an eye out for something.
Yeah, well, definitely. I always sit there like this.
Yeah.
I always greet to myself that I really said, I don't like see it still deal. And of course,
I'll ask you a question. This woman was, in the beginning, things were so nice, so fresh, and up to when you guys move into your own home. What do you think as a man causes that feeling to know that you have a beautiful wife at home? Look, the two wives, you have a beautiful wife at home. And why am I so distracted? Is it that, I already know how to stay, I already know how that cost, because we talking. So what is it was it a stress? What was it a childhood trauma? What was it? Was it a part of you that had to be filled with something? What do you think caused that?
well, as I said earlier, right? I was like every little thing, like a phrase, come on, this is supposed to be. I will talk with it.
Yeah.
At that time, I just keep everything by them. I want everything that I keep it inside them. And while as I walk, wherever. With that said, I used to take the same thing and got to me, why can't do this? This is not even for me, and them thing that I would probably take a girl and I start texting. Then it said, don't 10 years. And I started text with this someone.
For the disruption. Oh, so you did it for the disruption because of the little.
Okay, and I remember my you said this is the thing that we know that talking about it.
Yes,
The
of
time
course.
I never knew the time, but as I said, I was supposed to keep it in.
Yes.
Amen. So
So you,
as I said, with growth, you're seeing it, the difference with it, that you know, for approach them from a different respect. You understand, man? So
so that's the root of things. That having problems in the home, and at that time, it's like you couldn't even help yourself because you weren't in the right frame of mind, and you had this the issue that you don't want to sit down with thoughts. So you kept it in, and you kept looking for. It's like it's an addiction.
Yes.
You know, it's just like an addiction. You have something, you know, stressing you out, or you feel stressed about things. Just find something else that distract you.
Yes.
Correct. For that time.
that's something, right?
It's not something. And that's why you're here, to, you know, because, and I'm proud of you for taking this bold step, because many people wouldn't do what you're doing here. So, Mr. Policeman, I'm proud of you. After this, Mr. Kid, if you're looking at this show, this young man needs to be doing something with the social part of the GPF. Y'all do something. This is very applaudable. I just want to thank my sponsors, Modern Optical Services. Remember, they are the best when it comes to eye care in Guyana. They are the eye care professionals. Remember, they are located at 316 Middle Street. The number is 226-1082. If you think you need to get your eyes checked, make sure to go check out Modern Optical Services. And you can say that you saw this on Love Unfiltered, TLC's Love Unfiltered. It's also sponsored by Lionel's Extra Virgin Coconut Oil products. They have body scrubs, they have extra virgin coconut oil, and really good organic hair coconut. Was there a moment when you thought that this woman is going to walk onto me and I'm not going to get her back?
It was mainly just the last interview that you went through. Mentioned me the time of frustration, the peak of frustration, fed up, gave me out to me to that state, Medicaid, and that time what? Then again, as Mary is do the word,
Yeah.
I'm the South. It is you. I'm not saying if our one white a girlfriend step out of the line to fully work. But when you do that, that is challenge.
Yes.
And however I said at that point the time I feel that I will use my wife. I mean basically we see counseling.
So what are you saying exactly? Your wife had enough of it and she stepped out. She was what decided.
Well,
What exactly?
basically it was, you know, thoughts, yeah, this happened.
Yes.
Step out of the there. And for, I'm not at leverage for we go on into details. You would have already born that bridge.
Yes.
As a bridge, only born that bridge. But basically, I feel at that point in time that I would have and was my wife. Oh, the rest of the time, several times.
Yeah.
At that point in time, I had to say, she come to my pastor next on it, right when I start with
Yeah.
leave open. But they give a grade that twice. You understand me? We like logic, give a grade that way from a man perspective and a woman perspective, and we work with it.
Yeah.
You understand? We cross that break. As I said, we want that break, it never took us.
Beautiful. So, if you get
So
make your heart skip a beat.
Yes,
As I'm speaking to you here, it's like I still feel your heart beating. So you decided that, hey, I ain't gonna play jokes no more with my wife. It's time for me to pull my socks on. That was the last stroke for it all. Mr. Montani, what would you say was the hardest part? Now that you would have decided that you want to be a better man, what was the hardest part for rebuilding your wife's trust in you?
Some question. Well, after my infidelity,
Yes.
ready. This young lady, it was hard to build my wife trust. You're like, if I had a phone call, I'm a public servant. I'm a servant to the public.
Yeah.
My number is like everybody number for supposed to name me, male, female, anything. Like I'm a public son, right? One more you call it, are you at work? Put it into my work. My wife wouldn't believe so. That you would, she don't think it, that's another woman, I guess, she involved with our work. So, as I say, it was a building process of a build back our church, right? I mean, after that, and I'd be open with her, I wouldn't have much phone there, would even if
Exactly. Yeah.
and then should feel free if a guy gets my relatives. Use phone, anybody can take a message and this up the being like I didn't and them came what you used to do. So constantly it just started.
Beautiful. So I think that's perfect. That's a perfect. So before time you would have thought just smartphone.
No. I never used to let people like lying around. Like if you got to run in the bathroom, fast with them. Kind of like if I going to do something in the phone, the bathroom used to that. It's like shaking. If somebody can call or say your country,
If I can give you my own experience of that same situation, is with my past relationship, my ex. Once I can recall answering his phone, the mom was in the bathroom. The mom ran out of the bathroom. The mom ran out of the bathroom. He was like, "What happened? What happened?" Like he was a second. And the world like social media, next thing you know, she started posting memes about this secretary and you know how things are.
Yeah, it's true.
So I am proud to know that, to build back trust. And I think that's the number one thing. It was really hard to
regain my husband's trust, it really hard, like, because it's, you were out there with in between two.
Yeah,
It's really hard. And then I started telling myself that, you can't keep thinking like that. If you left room, space for things that happen, this wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
You understand? I gotta really try. If I really wanted to get back my husband, I would gotta try hard. So it was really hard, but we here today and forward line about this and then sleep when if a full time discourse and stuff. Yeah. That's it.
And that's a good thing, Cabana, I'm proud of you because that's the number one thing in a modern day you can do apart. We can do like even if your phone have on a password. Let your wife know your password in case of any emergency. She can access it and so right. When we talk about a phone thing, I already know that you ain't cheating, you're a changed man, and that's why you're looking so fresh. Just like closing out looking fresh because y'all are no serious.
Yeah.
Yes. Come on, a lot of men struggle with accountability in a relationship. And that is what I most admire about you. You're taking accountability for everything you did wrong. Even when you were wrong and you know you're wrong, you still took accountability for it. And the fact that you're sitting here and you're willing to, come and sit and talk the truth, let people know that you're not at the same place where you used to. Right? Oh, you're looking for cover, but there's a man no longer lives there. Born on the house. This is a new you, right? So the fact that you're taking accountability for your actions, what advice would you give to someone who is once where you used to be?
Well, the advice when you, as you say, accountability is either one. Take all of the responsibility as a man. Whatever that you're responsible, that you do the don't try to blame it for your wife making this.
Yeah.
Sure, they're making this and that. All of the responsibility. If as them, if others speak, they ever what you accuse, sir, might be my wife what you. Forgiveness that will become worthwhile.
Yeah.
And it was be not only forgiveness, but at least try to forget. You understand? Try to burn the bridges then because you can forgive but you can't forget. And more, if you keep bringing up issues and issues, my advice as when you saw somebody where, especially where I knows to me, is that be responsibility. Don't try for blame you right out and shit at your wife because your wife can't wash the apple and everything. Understand where be a man or your wife catch you, there's a sorry so don't try to put it over to her.
Yeah.
I said because you make a door to sit for if she didn't forgive you, as I said, we pass straight. So come to a decision is either you go your way, I go my way. I know that advice know you're bad out there if your wife cheat on him or forgive her, vice versa. All right?
Yeah.
But if you do make that decision,
That's a point.
forget about it and work in cautious goal. All right. So and this like hold up the response.
If you decide to let it go, let it go. But if you decide to stay,
Yeah.
just stay and let it be a whole thing. And to be a whole chapter. We're very proud and very, very good advice, Mr. Munsami. Despite everything that you both faced in this relationship, despite everything that happened with infidelity, the ups and downs, and different kinds of abuse, whether it was emotional, etc. What does her patience? She stayed. What does her patience means to you?
Oh, we can mean a lot to stay weary about this guy. I don't feel a lot of women would put up with the things what my wife was at the beginning, to be honest. That, but so a patient is great. And I mean, during our time of struggling, she see right and see the way, and that the strength in our patient towards I doing my nonsense I would speak. Understand me? And so the few women would exercise patience like all of that. Because of that, you're right. I pass straight to it. Limbs of women patient till.
Yeah,
There, so
May I add here, a lot of people give me advice that you should go, leave him, you deserve this. But at the end of the day, it's all up to me. Everybody can talk, but it's up to me. I know what I'm in, I know what I want, I know the person I'm a little bit.
yeah.
You understand? People don't give their advice. It's up to me to take it and know which advice to listen to. You understand? Because I don't think that no good woman out there should tell a woman to leave her husband just like that. He's not, and would never be the only husband to give the
Yeah, I hear that from
would not be the only person that give no, you understand? But you gotta see the great qualities in him. You understand? And right. This what is the time to get into and know that you see him, you know that he can change. You understand? That's why I start to, like I said, stop arguing with things. If you don't like this, don't put it there for have no. You understand? And for me, knowing that he come to me seeing these things is supposed to this woman and try to she ain't got nothing to argue about. So you got to go to look for nothing. You understand? You gotta stay right here because they got no arguments. You understand? So you gotta learn to understand your partner, your spouse, your husband, whoever, and learn to work with him. You understand?
so good patient.
So her patient means a lot to you because in a sense, Andrea, this show is via social media and people are going to be in the comment section.
Right.
Not every woman has the tolerance that another woman may have. So because you could be, right? Some other woman probably wouldn't be. That's why
Absolutely
said it that he don't know if you could find a woman with patience like you.
Is that only patience?
You are made for one. It doesn't affect.
Is that the only patience in the time when I was zero in terms of women and coordinated and so on? Like, the patient within a whole life situation speaking about time I meet my wife, because I can recall. First time I met my wife, I had nothing to start with. I merely had more spirit something.
Yeah.
And she started with me as you were said. And that's how she lived more than time she lived with Alexander related and the other world to come and sleep beside me with with me.
Wow.
Our patient not only put it in my time or by doing my issue, the patient is even when I had nothing in like that.
So she's naturally a woman with patience and who, if I can say, knows how to consolidate. She holds it down and she, like she said, she knows what she wants at the end result and she worked towards it. So her patience means a great lot to you. What do you admire most about your wife? I know we just spoke about her patience, but what do you admire most about your wife right now in these days that you took for granted in your earlies?
To start with, my wife is a very beautiful young lady. And guess I definitely know someone makeup. There's me.
Yeah.
And I saw me dress up for course the man and then what. I come to realization it didn't make sense because at the end of the day, the same woman with the makeup, the same woman without the makeup.
Yeah.
You understand me? So I admire the inner beauty within her, with or without makeup.
Yeah.
She's beautiful, definitely.
Wow.
That's it.
That's different. That's different. And, I admire your honesty and, Taban, to be honest with you, your journey wasn't easy. And so come to this point whereby this woman you guys have 2 children together, and I can see that you're thriving now. You're looking good, you're speaking good. She said you're going to church, I think that's something applaudable, and it shows that you're not where you used to be. So you're definitely, I think, have grown. Would you say what would your goals define as success in a marriage?
Success, first thing for getting success in a marriage, you need to exercise tolerance, you need to exercise patience, trust,
Yes.
amazing love with each other. When they could be really like the person, love the person. To what I mean, but tolerance to me is the marriage is a successful marriage because whereby we as men, we must tolerate so I think we must not tolerate. You understand me? If the subject man, well, I speak from my perspective that you can't tolerate, the best in it one right there and then, because it is continue to go.
Understand.
Then they got something you could tolerate. That's something might be what you want, but you can tolerate it in your marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And, I was a thought of like it. After tolerate your race, the topic and it can be dealt with. You understand me?
Yeah.
So the success of mine is to me, I have to excel a lot of tolerance, patience, trust, and most of all, I love each other when the team I like if you will like each other.
Okay, Chad.
I think so a bit.
So you would say your marriage is at that point?
Definitely, I mean it's still
It's
still a lot of work.
Yeah.
A lot of work still on the sitting there. You just face. I guess they just are going to more stuff talk about why. I would like we still facing certain challenge, but it's a learning process. And it's a lot more part you willing for it work, it will work.
Yeah.
And it will definitely be over both parts got out of it. But if it's not perfect, you also don't get me right, not perfect. It's still a learning process. What you try it.
Yeah, because I know that what I would say is that the same person that you meet 10 years ago is not the same person today. In a marriage, you gotta keep growing. Then that person, you gotta keep going into that person.
Yes, and for my success, for me, it's changing that I see in my husband.
Wow.
The growth that the person that he is today. That person that went back there. Success today, for me, success is the growth in my husband and the things that you do differently than back there. That's my success. And I know there's a little bit more room for improvement.
Probably.
But we'll work towards.
It's because no relationship is perfect, and once you're human, you're going to err.
Exactly.
Because even to me, of my own self, I keep surprising myself of the person I am. Sometimes it takes a lifetime to learn your own self. Much less to be with somebody else. Because you can't really talk.
No.
You have to
What? Come on, this way, what?
Okay, so it's not a fear. And social media have this thing where, relationship is portrayed as like it's supposed to be a fear.
No, never.
And then I decided to do it.
A lot of people only shooting polish part of marriage.
Exactly.
In the show.
That's true. It is.
Because it's strong.
Because there's time when within our home there was time when you really gotta show your faith and your patience when there's nothing in the home. You understand? And that's where you show if you're really writing for this person
Yeah.
When there's nothing in this home, you understand?
Yeah.
And I'm right.
You have to make one bread stretch. You understand? Yeah.
I find that was going stretch you. I look where I came from, like you said, I came from my family and I got my own bed, big TV, whatever. My husband didn't came from that. You understand? And when I go visit my husband, then nobody know where I'm going. I come back laughing and stuff like I went in a mansion. Now knowing I sleeping and getting wet. You understand? But I like I tell you, it was genuinely love for my husband. You understand?
Yeah.
First time was genuinely love for with my husband back then. And I'm here. And today we are here today. You understand? And when trials come, there's no who is for you and who is for and who's not for you. Who will right with you and who will right out. So, and that's why I don't want a lot of people see that how we're looking today and think, well, this just happened. So, like you said, fairy tale.
Yeah.
No, we had our challenges, but we stick together.
Yeah.
You understand? We see the good potential in each other, we stick together.
Yes. And Tazmein, you mentioned earlier that on social media, people just show the polished part of the thing. And I think it is important. So, let people know what side you will flick it. So you can't expect people to want it. Exactly. And that is why I thought a show like this is mainly it. People need help and things.
Exactly.
You don't know who to talk to.
That's so true.
You talk to the wrong person, they give you wrong advice.
Like that's what I said. Everybody can only give the advice. It's up to you to know which advice to take. You understand?
Yeah, you talk to the wrong person, give you wrong advice, and you just don't want to tell nobody because your story so many things.
Exactly. So true. So true. So true.
That's the purpose for the show because people aren't going to, and you're going to see a power couple, but they ain't going to tell you the challenges that they see actually. So on a show like this, people get a chance to really understand the real concept about relationships, and it is not a fairy tale, in order to get the growth. In the sun and the rain.
Yeah.
So on that note, we're about to wrap the show up. So I just want to ask you guys, if you can look into the camera and you can speak to the ladies or to look in general, you can speak to the men or speak in general. What advice would you give to someone who is looking at this show right now? They want to be in a relationship, but they're being very choosy, picky because, they're looking for this fairy tale thing. And for persons who may be in a crossroad right now and thinking, well, this relationship can't work. What advice would you have for them?
Okay, for me, for the ladies, with my husband, he never devalued me, even though he used to, relate to me. He never relate to me in certain ways, right? Don't let no man relate to you. Don't case who. Know your words. And if you're in a relationship and things may go in sideways, because I had a lot of bumps in the road. You do have bumps in the road. But once there's no physical altercation in that relationship, and you see the good and the potential in that person that you're dealing with, don't give up. Fight. Pray. Seek counseling. The right counseling too. Don't listen to any and everybody. Right? A relationship is never a smooth road. Never a smooth road, but I never give up because I see the potential, the goodness, the kind-hearted, the loving and everything within us with all they used to do. You understand? Ladies, don't give up. Work hard towards it. Get to learn your spouse, your husband, whoever you deal with, understand them. Know what they likes and they don't like. If you know this person don't like this, do not do it because that is adding to the problem. You understand? Find a way, like when you're in a quiet place and you're in a better place and sit and talk. Always talk. Do a lot of talking. It works. That's just my advice. You don't give up and hold on and things will work out.
If you leave a message with the men as it pertains to relationship, everything that you face, somebody may be going through the same situation right now. They want to be in a relationship and they're looking for perfection, or they may be in a crossroad right now and they want to think if to leave or stay. What would advice that you give to that person?
Well, I have read the detailing of man out there is. So, put your matchness aside. With that said, basically we as men, as I can tell you from my experience, we do the work, but you can't deal with people know that you I text another male companion that you have a conversation with another male companion. However, with being who I used to be, I'm not advising no male or female to either one to cheat on one another. I forgive them. Forgiveness is the onus is upon the individual. I'm not saying a woman step out the line and man should forgive her. Man step out the line, a woman should forgive her. Is your own decision to resource. We as one, we just put our maturity effort and forgiveness is more I put our behalf. However, my advice basically is just to put maturity aside and when rather we be accountable for it and follow it and take your responsibility. Don't deal.
Mr. Monsabi, given the fact that you would have been through all of that, you would have taken accountability for your actions and, being so humble at this point to come here and sit and talk about your mistakes and how you would have grown. Can you see the blessings more? Is there a difference?
Yeah, definitely it is a difference. I mean, yeah, we have been so awesome. That time to my change, time we had actually went over a lot. It's say understand. I change over a lot. It's same what that was small we get put in it to use. I say please we take away from that and I need a change but
Yeah, and if I must add to that, it is because back then when my husband was being the man he was, and we used to always cry ourselves in these kind of situation where you don't see a last and you don't know where the next step coming from. You understand? We always, oh gosh, you got to scratch your head. How we paying this? How we paying that? You understand?
Yeah.
And like my husband says, as soon as my husband changed and he, like I tell you, is a new man and once he's on the right track and everything.
Leave this phone open.
Yes, leave this phone open. I must add, you can say, no, babe, he's coming, he said this, well, they probably asked me, no, what, like that. But next day, so, don't collect this. We never find ourselves in a situation where we don't have like this. Always a door opening first.
Beautiful.
Always a door opening for us now that we never find ourselves lacking now. I must say, we never find ourselves that since my husband is on the right path, never find ourselves lacking things.
So, Andrina and Tavan, I just want to thank the both of you for taking time out of your busy schedule. Because I know you have your business going on and all these things. I just want to thank the both of you for taking time out of work schedules to come here and inspire someone. Because I know someone will be inspired after listening to this story on Love Unfiltered.
Well, it's a pleasure being here to share my story. I mean, it's not all of it, but it's the main important parts of it. Because if I could sit here, we could sit here and talk, we get old, but it's whole night we can talk, right? But I hope that we help someone that who's looking out there in the same situation. I hope we inspire them. And if anyone needs a little advice, they can contact you, you can contact me. Those we can go in depth. We can go definitely in depth. So it's a pleasure being here and sharing what I went through. And I must say today we are happy.
Yes, the children are happier.
Yes.
That's normal.
We're happy always.
Yes.
We are here.
just on behalf of being a white wife, right? Being the first couples in this show resume.
Yes.
Like we would like to take it out about what and do it. I saw 100,000 and I'm already believe.
Oh, wow.
So the show for development.
Yes, in it.
Thank
Yes.
you
That's
so
it,
much. I wanted to do this alone, and when I'm about to close out the show, I'll let people know that this is actually my real blood sister and brother-in-law. This is my blood sister and brother-in-law. So, Tavan and Andrina, I just want to congratulate you both on the growth. Andrina, I would say a wife is a definition of virtuous woman. She said, You know, she made whatever you give to her work, and she held down the fort until the king put himself together. He will help you to get on that path without patience, right? And your story this evening shows that love isn't perfect, and neither are we.
Right.
But through growth and forgiveness and commitment, it can turn it even to the hardest moments into the most beautiful.
Yes, definitely.
So thanks again for coming on board, for coming on the show. And I also said for coming on board because I know that you're venturing into your business,
Yeah,
your food
definitely.
business.
Yeah.
And this here is going to come as a first installment for a sponsorship spot.
For the
Love Unfiltered. So this is a down payment, guys. Once again, thank you for coming, and I ask for having on the board and Tavan. Whatever differences we may have had in the past, because I mentioned this is like run a lot. I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, I am very proud of you. I'm very proud of my sister.
yeah.
Something.
You're welcome. So that was Mr. and Mrs. Munsami, and it shows that even to the most chaotic situation, once it is nurtured and you have patience, tolerance, and you put God in the midst of things, it can grow and blossom into something beautiful. So their story is a testimony of growth. So if you would like to speak with her directly, you know, get that motivation going for yourself, DM me and I will give you her contact number. This is the moment of the show where I have to wrap it up. So I just want to thank my sponsors, Modern Optical Services. Remember, they are the best when it comes to eye care in Guyana. They are the eye care professionals. Remember, they are located at 316 Middle Street. The number is 226-1082. If you think you need to get your eyes checked, make sure to go check out Modern Optical Services, and you can say that you saw this or TLC's Love Unfiltered. It's also sponsored by Lionel's Extra Virgin Coconut Oil products. They have body scrubs, they have extra virgin coconut oil, and really good organic hair scalded. If you enjoyed this episode of Love Unfiltered, make sure to click that like button, share it with a friend, and tell us your thoughts in the comments. On that note, I would like you to have a blessed rest of your day. Bye-bye. See you next time on Love Unfiltered.